What's up, everybody? My name is Josh from the Dad Challenge Podcast. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to continue the saga of the OK Baby breakup story. And people are wondering, Josh, why do you keep covering this? Actually, no one has asked that. I've asked myself that. Why do I keep covering this stuff? It actually is quite interesting to see a family vlogger that exploits her children who ticks all the boxes in the wrong way as far as exploiting children and doing these family vlogs go through something like this. It's very interesting. It's history being made. And we got to talk about it. And Oscar, get a lawyer. Let's go. So today's video is about Oscar selling his beloved lifted truck. I think he has more than one. I don't know. Looking at this opening frame here, and it looks like there's two trucks there. So what's happening, if you didn't know what's going on with OK Baby, they're going through a split up. They're not married, so they're not going through divorce, but if they were, this would be considered the divorce. Now, props has to be given to Oscar and Kira for actually just not faking it for the camera, because we know so many family vloggers that do this, okay? Because it's how they make their money. Imagine you're in a marriage, and all the money that you bring in, which is quite a lot, by the way, they're talking, they've made millions of dollars off of this, okay? Imagine you make so much money, you have no skills whatsoever outside of family vlogging, okay? You have no skills, nothing you can do except for YouTube. And you're married, and all of your money comes in because of this marriage. Your marriage is the content, the kids are the content, the family's the content. And so when that breaks up, what are you gonna do? You guys, everything's going to fall apart. None of you are going to make money because you have no skills to give the world. These people were teen parents. I'm not even sure they have their high school diplomas. They might. It doesn't sound like they do, but you know what I'm saying? I can't even read. But what do you do? And so a lot of these people will stay together. And in this case, they're going to try to coexist on a channel while vlogging, while slowly separating their channels. So Kira on OK Baby recently just changed her Instagram name from OK Baby to Kira Vincent or whatever her last name is. And Oscar is kind of allowing all this to go down for whatever reason. And it could be argued that he just wants to be in his kids' lives, and he just wants to be a good dad, and he just doesn't care about the drama and doesn't maybe even care about the money as much. But Kira is running the show even after the breakup, and he needs to hire a lawyer. And unless they come out and say they've done that, it doesn't look like they're doing that. She wants equity from the house, and in this video we're going to watch, he had to sell his beloved truck and all these kind of things so that she can get half of what's going on. So, again, props for them for being honest about this, but at the same time, they're like, oh, we're going to continue. Still going to try to exploit every last penny from their family from these things, so we're going to keep covering it because it's really interesting. So, let's watch this garbage pile video of garbage. Let's do it.
Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Today is kind of a sad day.
Again, there's two trucks there.
You see, today is sadly the day that we have to get rid of the 250. No, the truck was so good to me. Why am I being so bad to her? We bought this truck to fulfill a purpose, and that purpose was to pull our RV, you know.
Hear this, guys. Hear this. These people with no discernible skills whatsoever. Okay, and you could say YouTube's a real job, sure, because they make money on it. So that's their discernible skills. So I redact that statement. But they're young, they've exploited their kids, and they literally bought this truck that looks like it's in the $70,000 to $100,000 range to pull a $70,000 to $100,000 trailer. Right? They bought a truck to pull a trailer. Okay.
We wanted to do the camper life. We did it. We loved it.
We loved it. We vlogged it, and we hated it. They hated it. Kira is not a camper. She's a glamper. And also, no, it didn't work.
Under these circumstances, though, we have to get rid of the RV, which means we have no reason to have this truck.
So they're selling the RV as well. So basically what I'm catching on here is Kira's like, anything that I didn't like that we did, we're selling it. Because you don't get it. You're not going to get to keep it. I don't understand this. Like, I guess that's why lawyers need to step into this picture and say, okay, we need to take a step back. Here's what you're going to get. If Oscar wants the RV and the truck, fine, Kira, you're going to get this, this, and this, or more equity, or whatever the case may be. Why is he just going along with this? It's just for fairness as far as I'm concerned. Look, he might just be a pushover, and it sounds like he is. Sounds like he's really easy to take advantage of. If you listen to any of their conversations, which I have listened to, unfortunately, she runs the show. She runs the show, and it's low level abuse, is what I'm saying. So why are you not just speaking to a lawyer first? It would just make everybody's life easier and would save everybody a ton of money, to be honest with you. Maybe, I don't know. It depends what lawyer you get.
Anymore. It's expensive, it's big, it's hard to get the kids in and out of. It just doesn't make sense to keep it. Plus, we need the money right now more than we need the truck, so...
Why? It's not like they're losing views or subscribers or anything like that. They're still vlogging. They're still doing everything they did before. Is it because the family vlogging world in general is collapsing? I think so. If you look at view counts, and I did this over Snarkmas, view counts for everybody, specifically for the month of December for family vlogging, tanked. Even from last year, some of them were 60, 70% lower. So I don't think it's just because of what they're going through. They might be losing some interest, but I think it's because family vlogging in general, people are over it. They're seeing how fake it is. They're seeing how bad it is. It's not funny. These people don't offer anybody anything whatsoever. Zero.
It's time to get rid of it. Let's look on the bright side, though, okay? There is no bright side. I'm losing my truck.
Oscar always tries to look on the bright side, too. I got to give him that. He always does. And look, they got another $100,000 truck.
No, I'm kidding. I still have my dream truck, the truck I always wanted. Plus, this thing's going to provide us with some nice financial security for the time being. And it's going to give us that little forward, you know, that little push to be like, all right, guys, time to separate everything. This is how it's going to go.
Nah, lawyer. Please call a lawyer. Oscar, my gosh, my man. I understand that. And actually, if you think about it, now is the time to sell a used vehicle, right? If you think COVID has turned the used vehicle market upside down. So they will get quite a bit of money for their used vehicle. It sounds like they only took it on a few trips, didn't drive it a lot. He's got his dream truck. They've got a van. They've got other vehicles. He's got side-by-sides, four-wheelers, drones. This kid is going to have to sell everything and give her half. And again, he doesn't have to. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be fair, that it's not equitable. There are other ways to make things equitable. What it sounds like to me is that she is telling him, do all these things, and he's just doing it. I have said this, and I will continue to say it. Oscar, get a damn lawyer.
Make this just a little bit of an easier process.
You're going to regret not getting a lawyer is what I'm saying. Like, anybody who goes through this type of process, legal, marriage, whatever the case may be, any kind of separation that requires things, okay, anything that requires that you bought things together and then you're just splitting it all up, that requires some legal. I'm just saying. He's going to completely regret this.
So it could be worse. I could have no truck. Plus, I cherish the memories that this truck gave us. They were a lot of fun.
I wonder if his neighbor's looking at the window like, what the hell is that guy doing? Who's he talking to? Call the police, Harold.
And I could have gone my whole life without those memories, so I'm thankful that I even got to make them. Anywho, gotta clean this bad boy
Stop saying anywho.
out real quick so that we could sell.
To be honest, I don't even know that I'm that sad about losing the truck. I think it just makes this whole situation that much more real, so it's kind of like, whoa.
He's sad because it is real now. He thought they were going to live together, coexist, co-vlog, everything else. Like nothing was going to change except for they were sleeping in different rooms. And then Kira was like, I'm not having it. And then the last video they did, they were like, oh, we're arguing a lot. No, it sounds like Kira, well, you checked out a long time ago. I feel like the humanity inside of Kira is telling her to take it easy on him. And so she does things, promises things, and then later on says, nah, I shouldn't have said that. That's a no-go. Because clearly they're incompatible. Or the internet has given her so much pressure for what she has done to this guy, what we think she's done, that she's just like, fine, I'm just going to throw it all away. That could be it too.
I still can't believe it. Is that legal?
No. Drinking while driving? No, it's not.
Having it open? But, well, I guess it's empty, so maybe it is.
Why is it in your truck, though?
Legal, but having an empty bottle of alcohol that's opened in the back of your truck?
It's legal, you're fine.
Boom! Done. Also, I don't know anybody who likes to get rid of materialistic things that they worked hard for, especially ones they really like. But if I truly didn't want to sell this truck, I wouldn't sell it, so...
That's a lie. You don't want to sell the truck. You just told us you didn't want to sell the truck. And you're crying about it. So, make yourself make sense, Oscar. You are being forced to do this. Again, maybe they do have lawyers and they're just not telling us. Because why else would you get rid of something you love so much? Why not just give her something else? I'll sell the side-by-sides. I'll sell the four-wheelers. I'll sell the dirt bikes. These guys have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of shit that they bought because they were teenagers when they started this shit. They didn't have any money. I don't think they're very rich otherwise, right? And so when they came into all this money, they didn't know what the hell to do. So maybe now they're starting to invest. They're starting to say, okay, shit, I need to invest in crypto and stocks or get day trading or find somebody to invest a huge chunk of money so that we can, live when this shit falls apart, because it will.
Oh, it ain't that big of a deal. I think I'm making it more dramatic than it has to be. And I'm just like, feeling a little sorry for myself today. Hey!
You guys see what's happening here? He's not looking at the camera. Remember when I told you this? Anytime a family vlogger does something like the real and raw part of when they really are showing real emotions, they never look at the camera. They can't. It's such a weird psychology of this. He is just here. He's completely just fronting. He's sad, which is stupid to be sad to sell a truck. I mean, if I had to sell my Tesla, I'd be pretty sad, but I'd do it if it meant I had to help my family. Of course I would. It'd blink an eye. But he's just sitting here saying, it's not bad, but he's literally crying on the inside.
That happens, okay? We are allowed to throw pity parties from time to time.
But I thought you said you weren't sad. It's not that big of a deal.
As long as it doesn't overly affect my life and start hurting it in a negative way, I'm allowed to throw pity parties.
You see that bin there too? That green bin over there? That's shit. They're moving out. They're packing up. They're throwing things out. They're purging, I think. So I think that he can't stay in this house either. Like, he's not going to be able to hold a mortgage this big by himself because Kira took the huge Instagram. She's likely, if she takes the YouTube channel, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so upset for Oscar. I'm Team Oscar. I mean, I'm anti-family vlogger, but in this situation, I'm absolutely Team Oscar. Because if he started those things, and it sounds like he did. It sounds like he took control of the channels. He built them. He did the editing. He did everything. He did all the graphics. He did all the stuff. But she just takes it. Again, if you allow her to take it, I don't think you can have a legal leg to stand on after this, Oscar. If you're just letting her have it, lawyers are going to be like, you gave it to her, you idiot. Getting a lawyer doesn't mean that you're being angry or you're upset or you're trying to, throw her under the bus or you're trying to be, get back at her. You're just protecting yourself because you are also these kids' parent, right? You're also these kids' dad. You have to protect yourself too. She's taking everything. If she takes the YouTube channel, guys, that shit is over for Oscar. He never propped up his own Instagram channel ever or his own YouTube. Kira has K-Baby. And I told him to start Oh Baby, but don't do that. So hopefully she says, okay, I've got K-Baby, you take OK Baby, which is going to become Oscar Morales. Just so crazy that we're talking about this type of stuff. Like, imagine in a split up or divorce that you're like, oh, I want this channel, you get that channel. They're fighting over channels because it's money.
You know how it goes when
you're not fooling anybody, buddy.
Oscar parties, he throws ragers and ragers only. Is it still a rager though if you're throwing a pity party? I don't know.
Okay, buddy. We get it. You're sad. Relax.
Just kidding. I actually don't throw ragers. Why did I say that? It just sounded good. I think that's why I said that. It sounds good. Yeah. I throw ragers.
Something tells me, I feel so sorry for this guy. Something tells me when she leaves and he's got his weeks, this guy is not going to be okay. Okay, he realized he's heavily dependent on Kira and her closeness. Even if they were fighting all the time, this guy cannot be alone. Okay, this guy is going to suffer and he's going to make bad choices. Well, at least he's got a vasectomy, but he's going to make bad choices. He's going to go off the deep end. He's probably going to drink a lot more. He's probably going to do a lot more dangerous things with his life. He already does dangerous shit. Okay, so I don't think this guy's going to be okay. Kira is going to be just fine because she's the mastermind of this whole thing. She wants this to be this way. He's not going to find somebody. Right? He's going to do some dumb shit for a little while, then he's going to find himself in his 30s. And it's going to be sad to watch it.
I don't think I've ever thrown a rager in my life.
You haven't.
Your pitties ready? Pitties? You know what I mean. It's time.
I'm cringing at this guy saying, okay, I'm okay, but you guys can absolutely see it's not okay. This guy is not okay right now.
Made it to the Ford dealer in Ogden, and now the goal is to lose.
Why would you sell it to a dealer? Are you crazy?
Lose as little money as possible.
You sell that shit privately, man. Why would you sell it to a dealer? They're going to take you for a ride, and without your truck, your ride is now going to be your shoes. Are you serious? Sell it privately. What?
We ain't making money, that's for sure.
Oh, because he doesn't, he's trying to get out of the lease? I don't know.
Alright, just to fill you guys in real quick, I was actually here 2 days ago.
But I mean, 57's right about there at 60. You know what I mean? So it's pretty dang good money.
Just seeing what they
60 grand for that truck.
would offer. I wanted 60,000, they want 57. Let's see if we can meet somewhere in the middle.
60,000 for a used truck. So that truck is probably 90 to 100,000 when he bought it.
Maybe get the full 60, right?
Who knows? Alright, everybody, this is Jack. Jack, I promised the people I was gonna try to lose as little money as I can.
I got to give Oscar a big props for this one. This guy knows Oscar's got a channel, or didn't. If he didn't before, Oscar said, I'm going to go home, check out my channel, sees he's got 1 million plus subs. He's going to film this thing. He's going to use that as leverage to get the most out of this deal. Gonna say, man, good for you, Oscar.
So let's see
Maybe you should do this with Kira and start using some of your leverage.
if we can make that happen.
I can see as like, I think about 57's all the money I got on that, but if I can't do it, I'll see if I can squeeze a little.
3 grand. 3 grand is nothing for these people.
Please, yeah. That's all I can ask for, right?
Absolutely, dude.
No, you can go somewhere else. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go to the other dealership down the way. I will go to 5 dealerships to get what I want. Someone will give me what I want. Sell it privately, man.
I have no problem doing it.
See what the boss man says, you know? If he says no,
I hate car dealerships. Can I just talk up Tesla for one more time? Sorry. I know you guys are so sick of hearing about Tesla. But there's a couple good things about Tesla I really, really enjoy. There's no haggling. Okay, when you buy a Tesla, you open up the app or you go on the internet and you buy your Tesla. There's no haggling. The price is the price. You could even do trade-ups, which don't trade to Tesla. Please don't. They're going to also take you for a ride for any trade-in. It's going to be severely, severely underpriced. Anyway, you order your car, pick everything you want in it, and then it literally comes to the drop-off point nearest to you. That's it. There's no going in. Does anybody here dread going into car dealerships? I remember when I was young and stupid, didn't know what to do with money. We got taken for so many rides in the vehicles we had. It's financially destroyed us for years because of a bad decision we made on a car, a lease. We shouldn't have leased. And it was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. And I regret those car dealers, man. They are snakes. So I think the future of buying cars is what Tesla's doing. Just open up the website, pick the car you want. It might even get delivered to your house. Okay. That's why I love Tesla. I'm saying other people should follow suit. I get anxiety thinking about going to a car dealership.
Imagine. Making sure nobody saw that, because I don't want to be threatening anybody in here. But for real's boss man, if you want it, I already told anybody who wants to smoke 2022 can get it. That was quick. He said yes.
So,
That was the fastest yes I've ever heard. Thank
I
you.
was able to get some more money for it.
Oh, really?
58.
I mean, in the middle.
Okay.
But I can get you an extra $500. So,
Well, I can get you extra 500. We're going to sell this thing for 90.
57.5.
Screw it, yeah.
Yeah?
Pays for the
Screw it, man. Screw it.
what is it? The car interior covers and the weather tech, so I'm happy with that.
Sick, bro. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So do they buy this thing outright?
You guys, one last drive. The car is it officially sold? Yeah, right?
Oh, it's on, dude. Oh, yeah.
Officially sold. So if I crash it now, that's your problem. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see.
This guy,
One last ride. Let's enjoy
he got that shit lifted too. So just the tires on this truck are probably $3,000 to $4,000.
this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this is the truck we got.
This is the beautiful one.
Yeah, this is the beautiful one.
I wonder if my God with tears come to her eyes. Forgive me
Guy's using a Biggie song. Okay, you're not monetizing this video.
for my disrespect. Forgive me for my lies.
Can I just point something out to you guys? He just made this montage with sad music and everything else, and he probably cried editing this video. But I have not seen any videos from them about the detriment that this situation is having on their children. Soak it in for a second. They're really sad about themselves. Oscar's sad about having to sell the things he loves. Kira's sad that the internet hates her for being a dingbat. They're sad that people are like, what? You guys are bad at this. None of them have ever spoken about the detriment that this situation will have on their children. Only how it affects them and what they've bought and how it affects them monetarily. That speaks volumes over anything else that they've ever spoken about. It just hit me pretty hard. I'm not going to lie. It hit me pretty hard after watching that montage that this is the thing that they're sad about. There's no reckoning here. There's no identification of how this will hurt the kids and affect the children. You guys seeing that right now?
And off she goes. I'm so sad about it.
We get it. You're sad, dude. Go hang with your kids.
Dang, that truck looks good, and it looks even better now that I know it's not returning. No! No! Look at that beautiful thing. I didn't get a check today. It's going to come in the mail in a couple of days. So right now I feel like someone just walked away with my truck. I feel like that every time I sell something and I don't get a check immediately. I'm like, what the heck? How is that fair? But I get it. Take all these finances and stuff take a few days.
So he's going to get $57,500. That is way more than most people make in 1 year. Like I think the average is something 35,000. So he just made off one deal, off a truck that they rarely even use, a third vehicle that they have. Oh my God, piss off. So they just made $57,500, which half goes to Kira. And he's talking about financial stability and financial future, but $25,000 or $28,000 is not really going to do much for you. Especially when you guys have probably a very high standard of living, very expensive bills that you guys have been used to living on. Again, it really hit me that he's more sad about losing a truck than the detriment this shit has on their children.
Hello, my little family. How are you guys doing?
Then right off to the family vlog.
That freaks them out more than anything.
I want you to hear what just happened there. He said, what did I say about yelling? Because when the kid does something, it sounds like Kira yells when something happens outside of her control. Kid gets hurt or whatever. She probably yells. And he's like, what did I say about yelling? It makes them more upset. Stacey's starting to stand up for himself a little bit here now, saying, okay, if we're going to be done with this toxic bullshit, great. But here's what I don't want you to do anymore around these kids at this house. And that sounds like what's going on right now.
Yelling, spare the drama.
You know, but any sudden...
Sad drama.
Okay.
Some of you may have noticed that we posted an update video before our last vlog, but that update video was filmed after we filmed our last vlog, and even then...
Apparently people have been asking me to cover that video too, where the kid hurt themselves on the mirror.
And we already are like 100% back to normal. It's been a few days since then, but we are back to 1000% good, except for...
No, you're not. You liar.
She's still got boogers and stuff, but she's doing well. She's getting over it. She's at like the tail end of it. You got some again, girl. They are clearing up.
Dinner is like out and a mess. Alright, kids are... I look good. Kids are in bed.
That's not true.
Dinner is like out and a mess. Oh my gosh, I am so tired, you guys. I don't know why. It's literally 9 o'clock at night. It feels like midnight. I am so exhausted. My eyes are barely...
From doing what? What do you do that makes you exhausted? I never understood these people. They're like, I'm so tired from my day. From what? Were you doing manual labor somewhere?
Staying open. Yeah, so weird. I don't know. Today's been like, not a hard day, but I just feel like a lot of emotions. Not even.
So what is it then?
I don't even know what I feel. That's the problem. Anyways, I think that's why I'm so exhausted, because all day I'm like, what's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me?
There's lots wrong with you. Yes. The first step is recognizing.
What's going on? I just spit everywhere. Anyways, I thought I would share with you guys what I've kind of been doing, like, at night, in the afternoon, when the kids go to bed, if you will. So not afternoon.
Their channels aren't going to survive on their own. I don't even know how they survive together, but definitely not on their own.
After bed.
She's literally just said 15 different things in the sentence and then said, no, that's not what I mean. So I don't know what you're talking about yet.
I'm losing it. Absolutely losing it. First things first, I usually clean the kitchen, the dinner mess, and I do the dishes. But
But what?
I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do that after what I'm gonna do right now, which is nothing.
I am uncomfort.
He is probably thought, I think.
When we're seeing these things, they're all laughing, but we know because of what they're going through that they're going through some garbage because of her. But we know that this laughter and all these things that they're saying, this is all a front. This is all such deep-seated, rooted pain. And we all see it, and that makes us like you feel sorry for them, but it's also really cringy. You know when someone's like losing it and they're just flailing at anything? That's what we're seeing right now. It is, again, interesting to watch, sad for the kids.
I've lost my mind. I mean, you probably thought that a long time ago, but why are these chopsticks 2 different sizes? I'll just put some hot water in this. I'm gonna wait for it to like brew, do its magic in here. I'm gonna have some ramen. I'm gonna eat a lot of sunflower seeds. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I've been doing this every night. Not the bad food part. Definitely sunflower seeds, but not like the ramen. And I mean, I've been doing that some nights, but not.
Get help. Go get some therapy. I know you guys don't believe in it, and I don't know why you don't believe in it. You need therapy. You need massive amounts of therapy. I'm talking therapy for years. Go find a good therapist.
Recently. Can you tell I'm nervous to vlog these days?
Yeah, I can tell. We can tell.
Guys, can you tell? How can you tell?
Because you suck. Why are you nervous to vlog?
I really want a Coke. Should I just have a freaking Coke? 0 calorie. What am I even stressed about? That's the thing, guys. I don't really care if things are healthy or not. I just care, like, how many calories is it gonna add to.
No, you should care. Just because it doesn't have sugar in it. The one thing, when I was 310 pounds, okay? The one thing, obviously I had surgery to help me lose my weight, but I started boxing and running, and I took the weight off after that. Guys, having a surgery isn't some magical way to lose weight, because lots of people get the surgery and they don't lose the weight, or they gain it all back. Priscilla Moss, I'm looking at you. It's not just some magical tool. It is a tool to help you get started. So when I lost my weight, when I got the surgery, I started running. 5K was crazy. I started boxing. I started getting so in shape. And then you guys can see the profile after I did the 12-week workout with an elite bodybuilder. It was an amazing experience in my life. And I honestly believe, because I haven't been doing the same type of workout because I keep injuring myself, I honestly believe I can keep this weight off minus 20 pounds. I've lost over 100 and then I gained back 20 over the past 4 years. But I honestly believe that the only reason I've kept it off is because I stopped drinking soda. Completely. I haven't drank soda in over 6 years. Well, sorry, I had a Tahiti treat once. And I barfed afterwards. I can't drink soda anymore. Once you get rid of it out of your body, can I just challenge you guys to stop drinking soda at all? Like, I drink still Arnold Palmer's, iced teas and things like that. I stopped drinking soda. And honestly, attribute partly that mostly to keeping most of the weight off. I honestly do. So don't listen to her.
My hips. I'm going to watch
The Woman in the House.
this show. I just started watching.
It is a good show, not gonna lie.
This today, actually. Hannah showed it to me. It's so freaking good. Clearly, I'm already on.
Guys, do me a favor. Go watch Ted Lasso. Yeah. Yes.
Episode 7. I watched some of it.
Okay, is this what this whole video is going to be? No.
Like a drink issue. I would rather. That sounds bad. Not like an alcoholic. Got my snacks, my sunflower seed cup, all my drinks. I don't know why. I have like a drink issue. I would rather. That sounds bad. Not like an alcoholic drink issue. Although. Maybe that too. I'm kidding.
Okay, Jess fam.
Not something to be funny about. Relax. Everybody calm down. I don't have a drinking problem. All I'm trying to say is.
No, you just have a problem. You are a problem. You are the problem.
I'm somebody who needs like my iced coffee, my iced water, my iced soda, my non-iced water. Like, I need all the beverages, you know? So
that's weird.
Anyways, I'm going to have my snacks. I'm going to watch my show.
Can we stop putting the S on anyway? You just say anyway, we're going to watch my show. Stop saying anyways. When did that start becoming acceptable? I'm willing to die. I'm willing to let it go for most people, because I don't think most people realize you're not supposed to say anyways. It's anyway.
I'm going to eat my ramen. I'm going to get a little bit of work things done, like just little tasks that I need to do.
What work?
And then I'm going to go to sleep. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm so sorry for the ending of this vlog. I just came in and effed it all up.
So is this what they're going to do? Oscar's going to do half the vlog, and then she's going to take it and do half the vlog as a person who looks like they're on the verge of a collapse? Cool. This should be fun to watch. No. As much as I want to see family vloggers, you know, not succeed with, you know, as long as their kids are on there, take the kids off. I'd like to see anybody succeed if they're not using their kids. But as much as we like to see people finally being exposed for who they are, it's really sad. I'm sorry, this situation, we've laughed about it, we've snarked about it, but it is actually really sad. Seeing that today with the truck thing really hit me, man, that they don't even really give a shit about anybody but themselves. Their kids are an afterthought in this whole process, and we've said that from the beginning. That's sad.
I hope that you guys had a great day. I hope your day was not as emotionally intense as mine was, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
That was not... It was eye-opening. So here's what I took from that video. I like to do a little recap here. Oscar is laughing amongst his pain. A lot of people will do that. They will, because they have to be on camera, they have to show that they kind of have it together. Everything we saw there was ultra cringy, but ultra sad at the same time, like sad cringe. Where you're just watching somebody fall apart and you're like, I shouldn't be watching this. This is not, I don't like this. And I know that sounds like me saying that, but there's got to be some humanity somewhere. And you got to sometimes say, oh my God, for the love of God, both of you, please go get therapy, go find a lawyer. Something is going on. They're not telling anybody. And I think, honestly, Oscar is going to get the brunt of this in the end. Even though Kira online is getting the most heat for being we understand that she's the problem, right? They're both the problem in the marriage. Obviously, she broke it off for a reason. But she is like the mastermind behind all these things that are happening. And Oscar is just not being smart. But I feel like it's just because he wants to be a nice guy. But at some point, Oscar, you're going to have to start being the bad guy. You have to start looking out for yourself, unfortunately. Because that's all Kira's doing, is looking out for herself. And she's got people in her ear, like Jess Pham and Hannah and everybody else. I don't know who you have in your ear, bro, but you need other people in your ear. Reach out to Dr. Kirk Honda. He did a video about you, and you covered it on your Instagram, Oscar. You ask Dr. Kirk if he can give you a hand, and I'm sure he will. He's a really good therapist. Please. Please. He's a really good clinical psychologist, and he knows his onions. Maybe he'll give you a hand. Please help yourselves. It is not cool to watch people fall, except Micah. That was cool. She deserved every bit of it. Now, these guys are family vloggers, and yes, they deserve to not use their kids for money, but I don't think they deserve to have their lives blown up. I don't think they're that on that level of badness. I just feel like it's all coming to roost right now. People are starting to realize how bad it is to exploit their children online. It is coming to roost. That's for sure. But maybe they can get around this and stop using their kids and then move on with their lives and be successful there. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I feel icky. Take a deep breath. You need that. Guys, no matter what's going on in your life, realize that you are valuable. There's inherent value in all of us. Some people have people in their lives telling them they're not valuable, that you're useless, that you can't do anything right. Now, you know that's wrong, and you should never allow people to have that foothold or that stronghold over your life. Okay? Hear it here. You are valuable. People need you here. So always remember that, everybody. Everybody has inherent value. I want you guys to remember. I know I say that at the end of every video, but I gotta stress it more and more now as this world has been crazy for the past 2.5 years. More now than ever, we need to know that we are all valuable to some degree or another. Okay? Don't forget it. I'll see you tomorrow.